Was.
Same.
That was awesome, and that was a great way to start my stream.
What'd you do?
I dropped. Okay, so you know how in the location I'm at, there's this giant chasm that has a servitor and then like 3 shanks?
Yeah.
I dropped down into the chasm with the shotgun in my hand, and I like aimed to drop down directly on top of the servitor, landed almost on it, and just before making contact with it, blasted it right in the precision spot and killing it instantly.
Nice. Okay, so you know that guy that I was talking about earlier who was like kind of smart on how he wrapped around the map and
Yeah?
then went into a blind spot and shot at me? Well, the same guy went to the edge of the map again. Like he showed up, attacked me, I shot at him, he ran to the edge of the map again, so I couldn't shoot him. Wow, that was a good hit. Really quick, I'm gonna tell you what I just did, and then I'm gonna explain what happened. Uh, a pike drove past me, turned and faced me, and as it was turning, I aimed and shot the guy in the head. Anyways, so the guy, he rounded again, and when he got to about where he was close to me, and he was about to enter another blind spot, I aimed at him and mowed him down, and finally killed him. Because he rounded again to try to get me. But he died. He's thick and dead.
I keep forgetting that no time to explain is full auto.
Yeah, it's hard to remember.
I can understand, I can remember when other guns are full auto, but pulse rifles I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Also, I like how big Jupiter is.
I mean, it's the biggest planet in the solar system, isn't it?
No, I mean like compared to us when we're actually on Europa.
How many places have we visited that orbit Jupiter?
Didn't the Dreadnought orbit Jupiter for a while?
No, it orbited Saturn.
Saturn. I don't know. How many places?
Io, I believe, is Jupiter. Is Nessus Jupiter or is that Saturn?
Hmm. I don't know my planets and moons.
Well, I don't know my moons. I know my planets.
I don't know. I know my planets. I just don't know my moons.
Took me years to memorize the planets, and none of the methods from school are what taught me. It's literally this game is what taught me. Because it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Those are the solid planets. The asteroid belt, which used to be a planet, but is no longer a planet.
What?
Did you not know that asteroid belt used to be a planet?
No.
Basically, it's theorized. It's theorized. I'm not gonna say it's fact, but it's theorized that a giant, like, body came through our solar system really early on in its life. It knocked one of the planets off its orbit. It completely obliterated one of the planets. And then it smashed into Earth, and a giant a huge chunk of Earth like split off and created the moon.
Well, I mean, I know that bit, obviously. I mean, I know how the moon came into existence.
Yeah, but it was theorized that it was the same body. It was the same, like, mass, and it was huge. But yeah, the asteroid belt, if I remember correctly, used to be a planet.
Man, that planet got wrecked.
I mean, it almost happened to our planet too, but that planet like got in the way. Did you also know that there is another planet super far out?
Aren't those the dwarf planets?
No. Dwarf planets are planets that have the like follow the rules of being a planet, except for like one or two.
Poor
Um,
Pluto.
what makes Pluto a dwarf planet?
It's small.
Nope. A planet, a planet size does not matter.
Then I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna correct myself. A planet size does matter, but only in its orbital path. A planet must be the biggest. It must be spherical. Um, it must orbit the sun, and it must be the biggest object in its orbital path. Guess what?
There's something else in its path.
Neptune overlaps with Pluto's orbital path. So if Neptune wasn't off its axis, or not off its axis, off its orbital cycle, then Pluto would still be a planet. But since I think it's Nessus, not Nessus,
Neptune.
Neptune is knocked off its orbit, it's slightly obscured and more ovular than round. It overlaps with Pluto, and it makes Pluto not a planet.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of something I just took, because I don't think it's supposed to be there. Because looking out over the distance, there's just lights upon lights, and it looks like it's floating. Like, it looks like it could be the Exo Factory, but I can't tell.
I think I know what it is before you even send me the pictures.
Like, it's just bright lights over the wall.
God, I love this rifle.
Sadly, I can't use it right now. Before you ask, because of bounties that require me to use guns.
Yeah, I know.
The only pulse rifle I have right now is no time to explain, and the only bow I have is the exotic bow, so I can't have two exotics equipped.
Hurry up with that picture. I want to confirm my theory. Yeah.
What exotic?
Um, 1,000 Eyes or something like that. I can't remember its name.
The rocket launcher?
Yes. Do you remember what it's called?
No?
I think it's Eyes of Tomorrow.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Need 15 more sniper kills. I need 29 more bow kills. I had to do public events and blah blah blah. Kill Vex with solar, and then pulse rifle kills. Why are you using a pike? I'm pretty sure your guns are stronger than the pike, bud.
Is he Blueberry?
He might be, I don't know. He's doing what he's doing. Again, no time is a full auto, full auto, full auto.
That's the Deepstone.
It is?
That's the Deepstone crypt. Yeah. To my knowledge.
I just had a wyvern drop a cat. Dropped an exotic. It dropped
Oh,
Shinobu.
Shinobu?
Shinobu's vow.
What's that?
It's a gauntlet.
For hunters?
Hunter.
Oh. Oh, that one's terrible. That's a terrible.
I mean, the wyvern dropped it, and it's. I mean, I guess I could feed it. I don't think I have any other things, though. I don't. Oh, I love hearing you swallow. Ah, yes, in my ear to continue, please.
I mean, I can if you want. I really want the new gauntlets, Aetherius' Embrace.
How do you get that?
The exact same as the gauntlet, or as the headpiece and the chest piece.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, you've been checking for the headpiece this whole time. I've been checking for the gauntlets. So every time I see the gauntlets aren't there, I'm just like,
Well, I mean, I'm checking for the headpiece, even though I know for a fact I don't have the ability to do that.
I mean, neither do I.
Wasn't it 1270 at one point?
Yes, it used to be 1270.
Bullshit.
It was actually 1250, and then 1280.
Bullshit.
I want the fourth mark so badly.
I want to murder everything on this planet right now.
Nope.
Are they gonna keep increasing the fucking power for it?
Yes.
Do you think I'll be high enough power for it by the end of the season?
If you try. Yeah.
The max I can probably get to is like 1300.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it at that point. No.
Yeah, but that's at the rare difficulty. I have to be 1330 to get a max chance.
Huh?
To get maximum chances of having a common drop, I had to be 1330.
That's actually they're not. They're the exact same. You're only gonna have to do it 2, maybe 3 times, and then you'll get it. If you have to do it more than that, like full completions, if you have to do it more than that, then God hates you. Because in order to get my head, guess how many times it took me.
I don't know.
My
You
head.
call me a good luck charm.
Exactly. So you should be able to do it the same amount, if not more times than I did. Or less times than I did. And guess how many times it took me? Took me 2 times of doing the legendary.
That was the low level one, isn't it?
Yes.
Could you even get to 1300 last season?
Huh?
Could you get to 1300 last season? Or no, it was 1270.
With
I'm
the
stupid.
artifact. With the artifact, you could. But the max was 1280. The typical max. Get off me.
I just blew a drag off of their pike.
Yeah. Feels great, doesn't it? What the hell did you hit him with? I want to see what weapon that guy's using.
I need special ammo, and I'm not getting any. I say that, and I turn around, and there's special ammo on the ground. And
Remember
now
back
I
in the day when
feel like a cunt.
you got the little boxes that you could just eat, and then you have special ammo?
Oh my god, they need to bring him back.
They're not going to. I know for a fact they're not going to. Like they've
Uh,
stated they will never bring those back. Because they
why?
made you, because they were broken in Crucible.
I never used them in Crucible.
But they were broken in Crucible. I think that might be the reason. That and they're just broken in general. Like they made any encounter. They introduced raid. The only times that they were necessary, that Bungie deems them necessary, is in raids, and they added raid banners, so they're not necessary. Does that make sense?
Kind of. This guy keeps walking up to enemies as I'm shooting them, and he starts looking around like, why did this guy just die in front of me? I'm just sitting here holding my sniper, just killing stuff.
Yeah, that guy has a pike.
I have exactly enough bullets that I need to finish this bounty. I'm gonna be so mad if I miss even a single shot. Watch me have said something and then fuck up.
Well, you are Philip the Lucky.
Nope, I hit my shots. I'm good.
By the way, really quick, I want to talk D&D. How are you feeling the current session? Because I'm not.
Fucking. Like, I like it. It's a ton of experience. But there's so many. Like, I'm not critiquing you in a negative way. Like, I'm enjoying my time. And I know it's gonna be worth it in the end, but there's so fucking many. And then you
Um,
told me that there was gonna be more.
Actually, I talked to Michael, and we plan on nerfing this session.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
Bringing the numbers down or just weakening them?
Like, nerfing everything about the current mission.
Like, I,
Like,
I already got to cure more than half the party of the disease.
yeah.
I mean, I have ample time to do it, obviously. Doesn't it take like a month to take effect?
Takes a month for one of them. It takes like a day with the other one.
Oh yeah, and you got the fucking one with madness on someone, didn't you? It was Severus, wasn't it?
Severus, yeah. Uh, Severus has both of them, and
I don't...
Adrax has both of them.
Oh god, I don't know if I'll be able to cure the second one. I know I can cure the babies. I know I can
You
rid
cure
your
them the
bodies of
exact same way.
pregnancies.
You cure them both the exact same way.
Still, that's like a fucking lot. And what do you mean by nerf? Like, you usually, I guess, give me ideas of what your plans are.
Well, my initial plan was to send just, I think it was like 7 to 10 waves of enemies at you, and you're on wave 3. Um, each one of them progressively getting harder. But instead, and without rests, I want to emphasize that fact. Without rests, no rest or break in any of that. You have to fight wave 1 through 10 or wave through 7, whatever, however many waves I had, all the way through without rests. That was the initial plan, and it was going to be in that cabin. Now, Michael basically, he knew that that was my plan. I didn't tell him that that was my plan, but he kind of figured it out. So what he did is he kind of talked you guys into making it to where I couldn't do that. And then telling me, hey, this is what I'm doing. So he is helping you guys because I can't just, I can't do the things I want to do because he is making methods to prevent me from doing so. So I have to improvise on what I want to do. That's the nerf. That's one of the nerfs. So instead of forcing you guys to fight like, I think it was 50-something enemies without a break, all in one sitting, you guys have the opportunity to split it up if you want to. Like, he is giving you guys that option. On top of that, you're also getting kind of the ability to breathe. And he also said that he was going to he suggested that I widen the map. Basically make a bigger map. So that way, if you guys want to make multiple decisions and like maybe go somewhere else, pick a different house or pick a different building or God forbid explore the town, you'll be able to, and I'll be able to actually explain to you what you're seeing. So he told me to expand the session that way, while also nerfing it in the sense of you're not fighting as many enemies all at once. I'm also going to do one thing, and I don't know if I should tell you, but it's going to be immediately as soon as the session starts Thursday, which is...
There's a Vex Hydra body floating in the air.
2 days from now. Nice. You're gonna figure if you're smart, which I know most of the party is not. Yes. So I'm just gonna tell you. I'm not gonna flat out say it during the session. If you get the hint, you'll figure it out. But if you don't get the hint and you just run into the abyss, like so many of you do.
Like Revere quite literally almost did in the last session.
But I'm going to give you the option to stop the campaign. I am going to legitimately hand the party a get-out-of-free-jail card. Get-out-of-jail-free card, yeah. So you will literally be able to leave and notify Arceus. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna mess it up this time. And I'm like, wait, yes I am. You're gonna be able to notify Arceus of what's going on, and he'll send in a kill squad. So you guys don't have to. Giving you the option of just quitting, if you want it.
I feel like that's a last-ditch effort.
But, once I give you that option, it's either you take it or you don't. There's no backing out after it. There's a you leave or you see it through. Make sense?
But I feel like that would be a last-ditch effort kind of thing.
It's a how is the party feeling right now? Do you think you can handle it or not? Anyways, the problem with this is you are not only sacrificing experience, potential experience points. I have it calced out. You get a ton of experience from this.
How much does one person get? And there's like 7 of us.
I don't have that completely calced out, but you get a ton of experience.
Gets a maximum total and divided by 7.
Total, you get 115,000 experience.
115?
1 second.
Hold on. Just give me the total. I'll ask Alexa.
Divided by 7.
115,000. Alexa.
Yeah, 115,000.
What is 115,000 divided by 7?
115,000 divided by 7 is approximately 16,428.5714.
So about 16,000 each. I mean, it's like, that's like a big jump. That's not a level up, but that's a lot.
What level are we? 8?
Yes. And we've gathered a bit of experience.
It will be enough to level up.
I mean, alright.
But like, because we only need 14,000 to level up. It will be enough to level up.
I'm so mad. I had 6 shots with my super. I was point blank with a Minotaur. Missed every single one of them.
So, you'll be missing out on experience. You'll also be missing out on loot.
I want my money back, motherfucker.
Me and Andrew were talking about that the other day.
I want my fucking money back. That shit pissed me off. Like, I sacrificed a fuck ton of money. I'm getting it back.
You did.
I'm getting it back.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but she put it under the table. It's in the room with you. It's under the counter. And I wrote down how much you gave her, so I knew when I added it to the final loot pool. So if you go the entire session without going and getting your money back, I'm dispersing it amongst the group. But Archelius knows exactly where it's at. So if you don't grab it, then he will. And he'll give it to you. Excuse me.
Hot. That was so fucking attractive. Please do it again.
Excuse me.
I wasn't expecting you to actually do it.
Normally when I burp about 2 or 3 times.
You doing that reminded me that I had coffee. Or not coffee, but tea. Oh my god, I feel bad! And oh my god! So you know how there's like pikes come in like sets of 3 with 3 dregs?
Yes.
Shot a rocket at the middle one, destroyed him, he blew up, which blew up his pike. That pike explosion destroyed the other 2 pikes for damage from the initial explosion, which killed the other 2 dregs. So I just evaporated 3 dregs and 3 pikes.
I'm sorry. I believe you guys are on wave 2. Out of...
No, we're on 3, because we killed 2 sets, I know for a fact. Because it was 2 sets of reds and then the blue ones appeared.
The blues are part of wave 2.
I fucking swear to God. Alex.
Hmm.
When waves, I thought you meant the numbers that came up through the hole at a given time.
Nope.
We should do like
Wave 1
a
was the 5 reds that
stream.
you fought outside.
Like we should record our messenger audio during the whole thing.
Once I start
The pirate
the
one.
Pirates one, I'm going to.
You better send me the recordings, because I'm gonna want to go
Oh,
back and listen to that.
really quick. But the 5 reds from outside were part of Wave 1, which you didn't defeat. Just to remind you, you didn't kill them.
Why'd you send in wave 2? If we didn't kill them?
Because the
Waves
wave
go in the amount that you kill.
because wave 1 was you weren't supposed to trap them outside. So I was like, you were supposed to funnel them through the door. You were supposed to kill them. You were supposed to kill the 5, barricade, and then wave 2 showed up. Instead, you trapped wave 1 outside and then barricaded. So I'm like, well, wave 1 has absolutely no way of getting inside. So
Actually, I blinded them first.
wave 2 started. Because wave 2 starts inside. So wave 2 started. And that was the 5 reds and the 2 blues. And then wave 3 was supposed to start after that. And that's 7 reds and 3 blues.
I like how you just like... I blinded them first, Alex.
Yeah.
I didn't just lock them out. I blinded them.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone is watching this and you have absolutely no idea what we're talking about, basically I'm the DM, the dungeon master to a
This
campaign
quest.
that my D&D group, my Dungeons and Dragons group, are running. And I had them go into a village full of an enemy type called Slaad. Slaad.
How did they mask themselves, by the way? It's just like a natural thing they can do.
What do you mean?
Slots. The fact that that little girl is a slot.
Yes, that little girl was Slaad.
Can they naturally disguise themselves, or is there some outside force? I would like to know.
Uh, roll intelligence. No, it depends on which Slaad you're talking about.
Oh, piss. Oh, piss. I opened a thing, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna take it where this marker is, because it says destructive, and I don't think I want to die.
Reds and blues can't. Everything after that can.
Then how'd the little girl transform herself?
She wasn't a red or a blue.
Excuse me?
She's not a red or a blue. She's not something you fought yet. She's the only one of her specific kind.
So what's up with the dopey guy, then?
The
I'm
dopey
guessing-
guy is actually a green. But like I made him a red. I made a red that was themed after him, but the red that you killed was not him. I want to get that clear. That was not him. That was a green. Which are actually really intelligent, but they don't speak English.
So is that why he just kind of looked at us and was like,
Yeah, he just kind of looked at you because he just didn't understand what you were saying. It's like if you walked up to someone who, like, not only doesn't speak your language, but is also from a different planet. Like, and you just walk up to him and go, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, and he's just like, "What the hell are you saying?" Like, you might as well be speaking a completely different, like, planet language.
oh my god! This view, Alex, is so pretty!
Yeah, that's what I love about Europa, it's so pretty.
That's a fucking almost full rainbow. Because rainbows
Yeah.
aren't just a half circles. That's just the extent of what our eyes can see since we're on the ground. If
Oh
you
my
were to
God,
look at
I
it from
see it
above, it's a full
too.
circle.
Yeah, he sent me, this is what he sent me a picture of. He sent me a picture of this. It's so pretty. That's called a partial eclipse, by the way.
Is it?
Anyway, yeah, that's a partial eclipse.
It kind of hurts my eyes to look at.
Anyways, what were we saying? What was I saying?
We were talking about the dopey guy that I was actually like a green
Yeah.
slot.
There are, I'm gonna just spoil the shit out of this campaign because you're the only one who actually knows nothing about it and is interested. So there is red, which is the weakest, and they're basically the foot soldiers of these creatures.
But they're literally the ones that can inject you with babies that eat you from the inside out within a month. If you don't get that checked out.
I've read their abilities. That's one of the weakest of the poison abilities. Like, it's not that powerful. It's super easy to get rid of.
I just ate a brig alive with this rifle.
Heh. I'm not really lining up my shots, so I keep missing. I need to get ammo. That explains why I stopped shooting earlier. But there's blues, which are basically reds but evolved, and they can make reds. Where reds can make tadpoles, blues just make reds. If that makes sense.
I mean, I know the reds make tadpoles, and those grow into reds, don't they? But how does a blue just straight up? Yeah, you're a red. Let me just point my finger. Oh, there's a red one now.
They do the exact same thing that the red ones do, but instead of the virus eating you alive and basically filling you with eggs, basically, which is only one. It only puts one egg in you, and it turns you into a red, and it turns into a baby red. Basically, what the blue does is it legitimately changes you on a genetic level to look and act like them.
Is that what the disease was that they?
Yes, that is the second disease. It's literally corrupting you.
How long does that have to take effect?
Not long. Like, I think it's a few days. Like, that's why I was like, you can't take rests. Because if one of these gets you, then you're going to die if you rest. So, anyways. You need to tend to them. You need to tend to them now. But then
well, I kind of can't do that. When we're getting massively butt raped by about 6 million of them.
Then, basically, blues are, like not the generals, but like, below that. They're the captains. There we go. They're the captains. So basically, they control the reds. The reds are the majority, the blues are the second majority. There's a lot of them. Then there's greens. Greens outrank blue, and they have the ability to shapeshift.
So the girl is a green one?
No, she's not a green one. The villagers are the green ones. But the green ones are also foot soldiers. There's a lot of them, but there's less than blues. And then there is a rank above that, which I'm not going to tell you.
But is that what the girl is?
And then there's a rank above that, and that's what the girl is. So what you've been fighting, the blue, the strongest thing that you fought, which is the blue, she is 3 ranks above in terms of difficulty. but there's only one of her. Anyways, yeah, they speak frog or slot. It's called slot. Their language is called slot. They speak slot, but they can understand you if you speak to them telepathically. They're completely telepathic. They can commune amongst each other telepathically.
Then how does the girl understand us when we were just straight, like, verbalizing?
I, kind of changed her stats to where she is the only one in the entire village who can speak English. Actually, can she speak English? I almost said what she is. I don't know if you caught that.
Were you about to say white?
Nope.
Oh. Purple?
Mm-mm.
If I keep guessing, you're just gonna tell me I'm wrong either way, aren't you?
Yep.
I'm gonna assume white. Anyways.
Nope. That for a fact is wrong. It's not white. There's not a white color.
I mean, maybe she can understand what we are going to say, specifically because of the fact that usually when you're about to say something, you think it first. You know?
Mm-hmm. Tell me her languages, you bastard.
I'll have you know that is not a fucking her anymore. That is a goddamn dead piece of meat when Revere gets his hands on her.
Yeah, she speaks slotted into telepathy, but I changed it to where she specifically can speak common. Like she learned common specifically to lure people into her village and have her posse kill people.
Can I get a body count?
A body count?
How many people has she killed before us?
How many people has she killed before us? Well, I'm gonna put it this way. When she showed up, it was only her and 2 other slots. So you do the math.
Oh, so she turned everyone into a slod.
40. Oh, I'm sorry, her and 3 other people were slots when they showed up. And there are 40 other than her. She turned 40 people into slots. That's not counting the ones that she ate instead of turning them into her foot soldiers.
Can't they eat people whole?
No, they can't not eat people. They're not big enough.
Isn't there a race that can eat a creature of their size or smaller?
Yes, there are
That
a
is
lot.
frog.
I'm actually
based.
creating. I'm creating a. I'm creating a creature, and it's basically this this hulking monster that like has giant arms, and
Is it Grimace?
will attack with yeah, Grimace. It will attack with its arms, but mainly it just uses them to support its upper weight. And what it will do is it'll grab someone,
And barf acid on their face.
no, and consume them.
But it can also barf acid on their face.
It can also barf acid. It's called the burger bile, is what the ability is called.
I fucking hate you.
Um,
I also hate Andrew for making you come up with this.
Okay, so he has Swallow, which is a
Alex, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ever make us fight a Tarask, I'm so dropping out of the campaign.
why?
Because I'm not. I definitely wouldn't fuck a giant dinosaur.
Well, I'll put it this way: what if you're like now? What if you're level 20 and you have like all these like god tier abilities and all these god tier weapons and magical items, and like it's the only thing that will ever give you a challenge.
Do I want to fight a giant spiked dinosaur that is literally so massive that it can eat whatever it decides to? Would you like to do that?
Yes. Actually, my whole goal in life is to fight the Trask.
Mine isn't. And you
Anyways,
know,
let me tell you-
a Tarask is a lizard technically, isn't it?
I have no clue.
It's it's a giant dinosaur and it's related to dragons. Dragons are technically lizards. Reptilian, correct?
Yes.
Reptiles only have spikes to defend it from predators that can eat it. Tarasks are covered in spikes, insinuating there is something bigger than a Tarask.
Yep.
What is that supposed to be?
I don't know.
A bigger
Grandma?
Tarask?
Anyways, I really want to explain this guy to you. His first ability is called Claw. Plus 6 to hit, 6 or 1d4 plus 4 slashing. Also, a DC 14 save of strength or grappled. While the target is grappled with both hands, while a target is grappled this way, both hands are considered useless. Then there's Swallow, plus 6 to hit. Grappled creatures are swallowed and restrained within. While swallowed, the creature is considered fully covered by spells and damage. So basically, you can't hit them while they're in his stomach. At the start of each of this creature's turns, the creature takes 5 or 2d4 acid damage. Swallow will only fit one medium or small creature. Burger Bile. Burger Bile can only be activated when a creature is grappled. It has a recharge of 5 or 6. Grappled creatures take 12 or 5d4 acid damage. Swallowed creatures are released when this feature is used.
When what
And
feature
then
is used?
multi-attack. Huh?
When what feature is used?
Burger Bile. If he eats someone and then uses Burger Bile, then the person is released from his stomach. He keeps them up.
Can we tell the viewers why and what this is?
Basically, one of my newest members in my D&D group requested a session. Both of us work at McDonald's.
How
and
you met?
while I was, huh?
How you two
Yeah,
met?
which is where we met. And basically, he said, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if wouldn't it be funny if like there was a player who was a clown and was Ronald McDonald?" I'm like, "No, that wouldn't be funny. It would be stupid." He's like, "Oh, come on. Can I make Ronald McDonald as a character?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Please." I'm like, "No." He's like, "But wouldn't it be funny?" I'm like, "No." And he got to talking, He's like, can you introduce Ronald McDonald as a character instead of a player? I'm like, no. He's like, fine. I'll just go and find my own D&D group, and I'll make Ronald McDonald as an NPC. And I'm like, I will murder you. But he started talking to me, and he started discussing everything that he'd want in a Ronald McDonald themed D&D session. And I looked at him dead in the eye, and I go, Andrew, I love you, but I also want to hit you now. He's like, why? I'm like, because now I'm thinking about it, and now I want this to exist. He's like, really? I'm like, yes.
You
Please
got it
stop
eventide.
talking. I will make a deal with you. And he goes, what's the deal? I'm like, you stop talking about it, and I will make the session in my vision based off what you say. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, I promise I'll make it.
Can
It'll
I
the
be
first...
there for this campaign? Because I honestly just want to hear how it goes down.
You can be there, but you can't participate.
Oh, that's fucking garbage.
Huh?
I said that's garbage. Just make a new character just to play it.
It's already power scaled to the 3 players that are currently going to be in it.
I honestly
So-
just want to hear it either way.
Yeah, you can do what Andrew does and just sit quietly in the corner.
Can I put input in? And god damn it, I told you to come to Eventide.
Oh, you told me to come in Eventide?
Yeah, I want you to do these public events with me.
Anyways, what was I saying?
You were talking
Oh, yeah.
about listening and stuff.
So I started making this session. And I'm actually working backwards. I'm starting with like the final boss and working on how we get to him. And one of the characters that they're going to have to fight is called Grimace the Devourer. Which is, if you are older than me, because it was before my time, and I'm 19. So if you are older than me, then you'll know who Grimace is. He's basically this purple abomination that used to be part of the McDonald's crew, along with the Hamburglar, Ronald McDonald, and this like pink bird creature. And I don't know her name, but it's a female. I think her name is Birdie. I call her Birdie, but I don't know where her
I
name
didn't even
is.
know the bird exists. I knew Grimace existed.
I knew Grimace existed as well.
I didn't know the bird existed.
I thought Grimace was actually Hamburglar.
So the guy that looks like a burglar wasn't a Hamburglar.
I did not know he existed.
I remember you had to destroy drones.
Yeah, there are 3 or 4 drones that spawn on the thing, but we have to kill a few guys first. Where are the drones?
Right
They
there.
are.
2 of them don't exist anymore.
3rd one's down.
So I'm gonna keep my rocket launcher ammo so I can just blast them with it.
But I also have the concept for, I'm assuming her name is Birdie. I have the concept for her made. I have the concept for not character, concept, mind you. Concept. Meaning I have what I want to do with them thought out. Hamburglar, Birdie, and Ronald McDonald are thought out. Grimace is created fully. I have him ready. And I have the foot soldiers ready. Because they would not be strong enough to kill Grimace if I just had them fight Birdie and Hamburglar. And Ronald McDonald is supposed to be really stupid.
Isn't this supposed to be his upbringing, so he's not super low, like 1 level, but he's not our level?
He is level 1. He's starting at level 1. It's supposed to... This is, the tutorial. And the tutorial is hard as shit. Because of Grimace. Grimace is
you're
a
an
challenge
asshole.
of 2. I didn't do this on purpose, okay? Michael is what power scaled him. I told him what I wanted, and Michael was just like, okay, this is gonna cause a problem. And I'm like, what's the problem? He's like, Grimace is too powerful.
Which one did we not finish? Because I know I killed 3 of the things on 2 of the turrets. The pyramids.
I don't know. I
think
only saw 2 of them pop up.
I think I only missed... You saw 2 of them because I did one of them by myself. I killed all the drones on that one. We killed all the drones on the first one. There's only 3 drones, right?
3 to 4.
It was the last one because I did see something disappear and I was like, huh. I hope that wasn't important.
Anyways, Grimace is my pride and joy of this session. I legitimately do not care how any of it goes, except for that one. There's also
Describe Grimace for me. Because
Okay.
you changed him around from our
He-
lovely McDonald's weird blob thing to your monstrosity of like
Have you
whatever
ever
the fuck.
watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Obviously.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, you remember that scene where Scott and his band are having a versus battle with the twins?
Mm-hmm.
And they summon that giant, like, Yeti.
Yeah.
Imagine that with no fur, completely purple,
Ew.
and sharp teeth. In its mouth.
I can imagine
like
this creature,
always a
but
joke.
I'm also imagining this creature always unhinging its jaw.
Because it is always unhinging its jaw.
Perhaps I can point you in the right direction.
It has no lips. Its teeth are either together or open. His name is Grimace the Devourer for a reason.
I'm just thinking about that slot who Zoc just fucked his jaw.
Yeah. His jaw's fixed now, by the way.
And how Revere just repulsed by it, like... like, dry heaved as soon as he saw him.
By the way, what he's talking about is one of the slots that one of our other players, Logan, who was actually we were playing video games with earlier, he plays a monk, and this monk walked up to a red flawed and not only broke, but shattered, dislocated, and like just completely destroyed this poor slot's lower jaw. To where it
No, fuck that slot. It wasn't poor.
the muscle is tearing, its jaw is unhinged and slightly to the side and just gaping. And it's you guys almost killed it. If you guys would have let it in, then you would have been able to kill it really easily. But it's healed now.
No,
Good job,
explain the fact of why Revere was so repulsed by it.
He was repulsed because its jaw was jacked to hell.
I even made a roll, like, I succeeded in the roll, of course, but, like, made a roll, like
had
a
to make a
fear.
save. He had to make a save.
Was it intelligence or wisdom for fear?
It was it was Constitution. It was Constitution. Because you were
I,
trying not to throw up.
yeah, I was trying not to throw up and became, like, fear of it. Because, like, I explicitly said, Revere fucking dry heaves as soon as he sees this thing's jaw unhinged. Because, like, Revere, he's a cleric. He heals people. He's seen pretty bad stuff. He hasn't seen something that jacked up before.
He hasn't seen a jaw literally hanging on by the tendons.
And that got him. Like, he...
I don't think I want to work in medicine anymore. Like that's how I imagine it. You've seen burn victims. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Remember I wouldn't exactly call them burn victims. The dragons that attacked the village. You healed the wounded. Remember?
When our house was destroyed?
Yes.
We never explicitly went into that. We just said that I went back to heal.
Yeah,
And
you went and healed
build.
like the victims. They were like the poison and burn victims. And like people were like there were like people with like broken bones and like dislocated and like
Alex,
fractures.
it was a
that are sticking out
slod. It was a frog creature whose jaw was literally 2 inches from being ripped clean off.
of- Yeah. Dude. I really wish you would have continued fighting this. There's another slot that Philip cut the hand off of. Like, it went to go and punch him, and he brought his sword up and, like, cleaved it just below the elbow. Just cut its arm off, and it picked its arm. These things can heal. I don't know if I got that clear, but it picked its arm up and, like, stuck it back in place, but it only healed from, like, the exterior upper layers of the skin and went back into combat. And I really wish you would have continued fighting him because I had these really goofy ways of like just adding a little bit of comedic relief to the party with that slot. Like he goes to punch you guys and he messes up, clinks your armor and his arm just back or something.
Well, you poked the bear, Alex. What'd you expect?
But you guys just stopped fighting him. Like he's at the door, by the way. He's still there. He's just waiting.
You poked the bear, Alex. What did you expect? Like, you actually broke Revere as a character. For
Good.
that moment.
Good. That was my goal.
You wanted to break the most happy-going person in the group.
I wanted to show you that you're not God. Because I felt like out of all the characters, Revere needed to be cut down a peg or two.
You act like that's my fault!
Huh?
You act like that's my fault! I'm honest about my roles.
I'm not saying that you aren't. I'm just saying that you're... how did Gull put it? You merely forgot the fear of death. And I wanted to enlighten you again. I wanted to teach you a lesson that can only be taught through force and fear. And
2 things
mental rape.
that I need to say something right quick before I forget. 1, Michael almost did that in the fight with the succubi. Revere has never been that close to death. He actually got knocked down and had a death save forced upon him.
Yes, and I want to do that again.
Michael already caused that.
Specifically to bully you.
And two, I had the bow equipped to do solar kills. Can I say right quick? I pulled it out. I drew back, but I wasn't paying attention because I wasn't aiming down sights.
Mm-hmm.
The bow didn't exist, only the arrows did, so I just threw 3 arrows and then ADS'd another just random arrow. Like the bow's thing didn't render.
Nice. But yeah, I felt like the party. Okay, I was trying to make a point. Is what I'm getting across, and that is that I feel like Michael is kind of he underestimates us. Like he underestimates our power. He underestimates our strength, and it causes this power creep that can only be stopped if you kick the party in the face, basically. Where you inflict this fear and pain onto them. Basically, what he was doing is he underestimated our power, allowing us to defeat the challenge very easily, and then increase our power even more. And then he's like, oh, well, they're stronger than I thought. Well, I'm going to increase it a little bit to compensate for the power that was already increased, but not including the fact that he increased it. So, we were level 4s killing shit at our level, but we had gear that made us able to kill things that were level 8. And he even said that. He was like, you had my staff and like your sword put together, we're able to kill things that were level 6 or 7. A challenge rating of 6 or 7. Just the 2 of us.
Staff of Fireballs literally can cast fireballs at what, 9th level?
No. No, it's 3rd level. Only 3rd. But that's still 8th level. That's an 8th level incantation.
So what's the deal behind my sword then? Explain that one.
Your sword has the ability to just rend people apart. And does an insane amount of damage. It does as much damage
And
as
acts
my
as a
fireball.
torch.
And can act as a torch, yes.
If I so chose. When I finally had Michael tell me that, because he didn't tell me that when I first got it, and then I figured out I can make a word for this. I can choose the word. I thought about it, and I thought really hard, and I thought I'd make it funny. Alex, now hear me out. I made its word just light, but how Revere's gonna do it, he's gonna yell, "Let there be light," and then just the sword's gonna start glowing.
Huh. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, he was giving us these things, and giving us power and giving us strength, but without power scaling the enemies. He was increasing our strength and allowing us to level up really quickly, but we were fighting things.
It didn't help that we fought a level 20 character.
Yeah, that as well.
That one's on you, though.
But we were fighting these things that are just super easy for us, giving us even more strength, feeding us more power, so we can fight even stronger things that we shouldn't be able to fight. And he wasn't confident, and he admitted to it. He was like, I didn't scale you guys correctly. I didn't scale the enemies correctly. I messed up. And that's where I'm at, and I just threw a bunch of really powerful creatures at you, and I'm like, good luck. You know?
Honestly, so far, fairly well, I guess.
What?
I wouldn't... Against them, I mean, we're not we're hurting. Okay?
Exactly.
Some of us
And
are bloodied.
that should be every single encounter should be like that. Every single encounter should bring you to the brink of death. Every single one of them. Because that is exactly how it was back in the day when I first started playing. Every single encounter, I was scared that it might be my last. And it made it more thrilling. It made it more enjoyable. Because it, it made me strategize, it made me think, it made me plan, it made me know that my character is not immortal. No matter how powerful I get, my character can die if he messes up even once. And that is exactly what I'm going to do with your party. If you kill these enemies, if you go the entire time and you kill these enemies, I feel like, oh, they had a relatively easy time, I'm going to increase the power tenfold. Because it was too easy. It was too easy. But it doesn't seem like it's that easy. It seems like it's that perfect, that was an awesome hit. Oh my god, I wish you saw that.
Oh no, I saw it.
You did see it?
Yep.
Where I bounced the grenade off of the thing and hit the guy?
Yep.
Nice. Anyways. But I'm like, oh, if I see that, you had difficulty with this, then I'll have a drip increase in power. So like, I'll make the enemies harder as you guys get stronger. But if it would have been easy for you, then the next time that I was DM, I would have made it way harder. But I said to Michael, I'm probably not going to DM this group ever again.
Why?
You guys are assholes.
Logan's the one complaining. I told you I was enjoying my time.
You're the only one who said that, though. If I could just have it to where it was just you and Michael, and maybe Andrew, then yeah, I'd be fine with that. But I don't...
Everyone's opinionated, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like how many people... Not only how many people are in the party, but how many people are in the party that are complaining.
I wouldn't say Severus or Amara are complaining. Michael's not complaining. I know Michael's not. I'm not complaining. I told you for a fact I'm enjoying myself.
Michael's the one who helped me make this. Michael's better not be complaining.
I told you straight up for a fact I am having fun. I am enjoying this. It's hard. I'm struggling.
It's hard and thrilling.
I may not like it as much as normal, but I'm having way more fucking fun.
You also have to take into account...
And then Logan's the only one that's really bitching about it.
Everyone needs to take this one detail into account. This is my first ever session. I'm going to make mistakes. It is not going to be as fun as Michael. This is literally...
You're doing a good job in my opinion. You're doing what you're supposed to. You're making it hard.
This is my introduction, my tutorial. This is me getting the hang of things. And you guys giving me this half-ass shitty criticism that isn't helping and is just negative, it's only off-putting for me. It makes it not fun at all for me.
That's Logan doing
That's
majority
Logan
of that.
And Severus. That's both of them. That's Logan and Sean.
Well, Sean's character dies, Sean's character dies.
And...
But
I'm gonna be honest, I made a mistake.
I'm having so much fun. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah, I made a mistake. There are too many characters. There are too many pieces on the board. I admit that.
Do you like my ghost show, by the way?
Yes.
I want the Lampion shell. Or something that's got like an aura, like the plasma shell, the lampion,
Mhm.
the Shadowkeep one you had to pre-order to get, which upsets me.
But I'll admit it. There are too many things happening. I'll admit that. Too many people on the board. It's too crowded. There are too many turns going on all at once. I'll admit that. I'll admit that. But you also did it to yourselves.
I planned on only bringing Kirsten in because Kirsten wanted to learn. I was like, okay. I don't think Alex would mind one person joining in. And then Sean, bless him, complained his way into having Kirsten ask if he could join too.
That's what I thought happened.
Because I only intended on having Kirsten join. And then she was like, well, why didn't I get invited? He was talking about. And I was
Do you
like,
know them in person or are they online friends?
online friends for at least a year. Except for Sean. I've only known him
What
for
about?
like a month.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, I guess. But like, he's dating you, so I guess it's okay. But like, because it's gonna be more effort and more convincing.
Mhm.
And I honestly, really, specifically wanted to bring you in because I've known you longer, and two, you wanted to learn. And I was like, this would be a great place to learn because this is who I learned how to play with. And who taught me what I needed to do. I was like, they'd probably be willing to do the same. I've almost got my week done stuff, week one stuff done now. I only need to do like maybe one more public event, and then we can just dick around and diddly do something else for week two, hopefully. This rifle, man, I cannot stop like gushing over it.
It's a good rifle. But yeah.
God,
So
just
far,
aggressively slam your cup down, why don't you?
so far I don't like how much everyone's complaining. Like Amara or Kirsten, she hasn't been complaining as much. She's not really complaining. She's just like, you know, she's the same mindset as I think you. It's just like, let's just have fun. Let's enjoy this. Let's relax. Like it's just a game. Like there's no reason to get upset over it. You know,
Yeah.
there's no reason. And I respect that. Even though things aren't going how she would want, she's just like, it's okay. I'll adapt. But then there's freaking Sean, who's just like, oh, I should have been, I should have played less utility and more attack. Like this is stupid. And I'm like, there is one,
That's
2, 3, 4,
irritating.
5. Yeah, like, dude.
All of us are damaged. Like
All of us are
you're a spellcaster, I'm a healer, and I just blast stuff with spells and melee attacks.
I'm the only person who is support and well, support
Dick.
in the sense of
So I'm not a support anymore.
not a support utility. That's what it's called. I'm the only one who's utility that can be used outside of combat. I'm the only one, and it's upsetting because like I'm the only one who's useless outside of combat.
And
And I did that on
then
purpose.
there's me, tanky boy, eats hits, heals people, frontline slashing stuff with my weapons and slinging spells.
You're the ideal in combat person, and that's why I made my character the way that I did. Where I am,
Like I'm
I'm meant.
best of both worlds.
I no, I specialize. I specialize out of combat. You specialize in combat. That was my goal. And then Logan, or not Logan, Michael made his character, and I'm like, okay, Umber, cool. It was an Umber at the time, and he's just.
It was our
whatever.
dwarven friend who sadly got. Oh,
No bite.
sadly fell into a pit of spikes, and then we were like, well, he's not going to recover. I think we both want the experience. You blast him with, I think, Eldritch Blast or whatever, and I just nailed him in the head with my crossbow.
No, you guiding bolted him. Forgive you.
No, I blasted him with my crossbow.
But anyways, like I was saying,
You're our, like, OOC utility, like, you carry us. You carry us through situations I normally wouldn't be able to handle.
yeah,
I usually carry you guys through situations you wouldn't normally be able to handle without me, since I'm the healer, I eat a lot of hits, and I'm just generally DPS of our group.
And
Except
then
for
I had-
Mr. fucking Minotaur, who almost killed me.
And then I had Umber join, and Umber was a mix of the two. He was really good out of combat because he was basically the parent of the group. He fed us. He was really good at surviving. He was really good at just being there out of combat and helping me in situations that I normally can't, like brute strengthening something.
Can you look at me for a second?
And what?
Unicorn.
Nice. Anyways, and he's also really good in combat. He's tanky. He does a lot of damage. I was like, we are an
Ideal.
trio. Ideal. We are ideal. And then Joseph joined. Yes, Joseph joined.
And then left.
May joined, and May was just supposed to be a character that complements my character.
And then we all know who that went down.
And then Logan joined, and Logan and
Tipped the
Branson
scales a
joined.
little bit.
Logan and Branson joined, and Logan and Branson were supposed to complement each other as well. But Branson made his character super weird, and Logan made his character super weird. Logan was supposed to be in combat character, Branson was supposed to be out of combat character, and then they just made their characters weird. Logan's still the in combat character, but Branson was just weird. I don't know where he fit. He was kind of neither. Like he was both. He had abilities that were good in combat, and he had abilities that were good out of combat, but they sucked. Like both of them sucked. So he was kind of neither.
There's a thing over here.
He could do both, but not good. Then he died.
Because he used his character in a different campaign.
No,
Are they
it was
still doing that campaign?
It was the same campaign, but it split. And yes, they are.
I was curious about, like, making a new character and asking if I could, like, see how that goes down.
Do you want to make a new character and join my campaign?
The pirate one?
No.
I was about to say, because I already said I'd join it, and I already have a character. Because I've been sitting on Barry for a very long time. He's been on the app. He's just kind of there. He's fodder, because we were supposed to do a campaign, and then that never happened, so Barry's just kind of there. So the pirate campaign came about, and I was like, Boom. Musician for the ship. I've still gone back and looked at the song a couple times, by the way.
Yeah. I honestly think that I'm just gonna start it with the players that I have and introduce more players later. Cause like what? It's like me, you, and Logan, or me, you, and Michael. That's it.
Amara said, or fucking Kirsten said she'd join, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you okayed that or not.
Kirsten, Sean, and Logan said that they were gonna join. So the only people of our current group that aren't joining is why'd I forget his name? Michael's brother.
Joseph?
Joe. I kept wanting to say Jonas.
You brought him into this campaign as a Minotaur because he wanted to join it again. That motherfucker nearly killed me. I'm gonna put that one on both of y'all's shoulders. Like, Revere...
Joseph went back to the Abyss, by the way. I never actually stated it in story, but the reason that he's not with us right now is because he went back to the Abyss.
Will he possibly come back? That is up to him.
Mm-hmm.
If he ever gets the time.
He said that he found another group, and they have D&D at the same time we do.
Rude!
He didn't do it on purpose. It was just his friends group at school, and he wanted to spend more time with them.
Okay,
He
but...
knows that he's welcome back into the group whenever he wants to be.
I know. Just instinctively like, wow, I'm hurt. He abandoned us.
I mean, you did the same thing for a while.
I came back.
Huh?
I came back, and I came back strong, too.
Yeah. And he will eventually as well, whenever he's ready.
As long as he doesn't fucking nearly murder me again. Didn't you threaten to kill him?
Yes.
Like, I want you to give a bit of detail on that. You threatened to kill him and mount his head.
I think
It was the
how it went down
succubi.
was... Huh?
It was a succubi thing.
Huh?
It was a succubi thing.
You explain it. I'm confused.
During the succubus fight.
Yeah?
It was because of the succubus.
Just explain the situation. I'm confused. Explain in situation. What happened?
While we were fighting, the succubus seduced him and saw... I just fucking killed myself. No, that didn't happen in the campaign. Saw that I was clearly doing the most favorable, like I was surviving everything. I was like, ha, you know,
Yeah.
sort of thing. She saw that, sent him on me. He knocked me out within one cycle of attacks. Like, he multi-attacked me, brought me down. Crit multi-attacked me, and brought me down. Like, he tore through my armor. Like, literally wrought the platinum and everything of my armor, and literally put holes in it. That I had mended part of it,
Yeah.
and then and then the guard fixed it.
The blacksmith fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of that village.
And then you told him straight up, if he ever pulled shit like that again, he would get slaughtered by you and you would have his head. Which is understandable because Revere is the only family Archelaus has left.
Yeah. Basically what he's, the reason that my character responded that way is, my character is kind of like, my character's kind of heartless, and he just sees death as just another cycle of life. Like, he doesn't care. But, specifically with, Revere, which is Philip's character, my character, has a deep bond with him, and that bond is very, very, very hard to create, specifically with this character with Archelius, um, because Archelius is just like, I'm gonna die, like I'm gonna die, everyone's gonna die. There's no point in making those relationships. But Revere specifically is the only blood family that he has to his knowledge. So, because basically his entire family is massacred. Uh, and
And as far as we know, we were the sole survivors.
yeah, as far as we're aware, we were the sole survivors.
Take me
And
to the helm right quick, please.
as far as everyone else is concerned, no one survived. They just, but they couldn't find our bodies.
Because we
So
became tieflings.
yes, how okay, tieflings work in this world is there are two types of tieflings. There are pureblood tieflings, which are demons from the Nine Hells that come from Earth and, you know, mingle with Earthlings. And then there are uh, feral tieflings, which are tieflings that were not born but created. And tieflings can be created by either demons or devils, it doesn't matter. And it's whenever their dark power corrupts their soul. So, uh, we were corrupted by Baphomet, which is a demon lord of the
Prince of the
Abyss,
Beasts.
Prince of the Beasts. Uh, he is a giant minotaur, and he corrupted me, slaughtered my family. Revere was given divine protection by Bahamut, so Baphomet's disciple couldn't slay him, but instead corrupted him, basically tainting his soul. So Bahamut wouldn't like him anymore, but it backfired. Obviously, he's
Bahamut
alive.
loves me.
But what else is there that needs to be said? But yeah, it's they're the only family that they have. Also, um, Eurydice, was that her name? Was that May's name?
Yeah.
Eurydice was my girlfriend's character, but basically she couldn't play anymore, and Michael was trying to find it. Basically, Michael was trying to figure out an excuse on making my character go crazy. So he was just like, okay, Baphomet kills her using your body. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, he possesses you, walks up to her, and slits her throat. And I'm like, are you serious? And he's just like, yep, that happened. I'm like, you're a son of a bitch. You know that? So he killed her because she couldn't play anymore.
Which inevitably, again, did kind of backfire.
Did it backfire?
Yeah, I mean, you and May are.
She still can't play.
If she could have. Where's
She
last
said that
person?
we actually created a method to where she could get Eurydice back if she wanted to play, but she showed no interest.
Offer still stands if Revere can succeed in killing Baphomet.
That is true.
But that is another story which we will tell After we finish explaining why you almost threatened to rip your Minotaur's head off.
But yeah, this Minotaur, basically he made a vow to not harm myself or my party, and a succubi messed with his mind, so he attacked Philip, Philip's character Revere, and almost killed him.
In a single attack,
breaking
mind you.
breaking his oath. So my character said if he
There's two
broke his
issues
oath
with that. There's two issues with that. The fact that he broke the oath, and then Revere is, again, Achilles' only known family left.
only person he loves left. But he said if he broke the oath again, if he harmed Revere again, he would cut his head off and bring it to Baphomet himself. And he was just like, okay. And killing him would not break Achilles' oath to Baphomet, because Baphomet agreed that if Joseph's character broke his oath, if the Minotaur broke his oath, then my character Achilles could do whatever he wanted with him, because he's a traitor to Baphomet. So my character said he will kill him if he breaks his oath again. Anyways, why don't you explain what happened between you and Baphomet, Philip?
Alex thought it would be a great idea to tempt us into an encounter. Archelaus has his book, which was gifted
He has a
a
tome that was gifted to him by Baphomet, and it has all of his magical spells in it. It also has a bunch of other information, basically
his kill count.
His kill count, his information on demons and devils. Basically, it's a little guide on how to defeat them. But he only has information about things that he's encountered, kind of like Pokemon.
I
like a
want you
Pokedex,
to
but with
describe what happened when Revere touched the page with the tallies on it, and then the big red tally, and what it sounded like.
Basically, what it is, like I said, it's his kill count. He has a bunch of tallies on the inside cover of the book. Basically, the front cover, the inside, there's a bunch of tallies. And this is his kill count. Well, one of the tallies is a single red tally. And that is Eurydice, because he killed Eurydice. And basically, my character was in deep meditation, and while he was in deep meditation, Revere got curious. And basically, how I explained it to him was the book. It felt like the book was almost summoning him. He felt he felt compelled to approach the book. And he did. He failed the save to resist it, failed again, failed again, failed again. Anyways. But he kept approaching it, and then finally he picks up the book and opened it. He opened it to the opened up the cover, saw the tallies, and he basically grazed the page,
Like,
and he heard
as if to count it.
whispering. Yeah, he heard like whispering and
Screaming.
kind of the sounds of like pain, the pains of the damned and the doomed. And he's like, wow. And then his finger brushed over the red tally, and he got a flash of Eurydice.
At that point, I nearly hurled his book. Like, deceased friend screaming in his ears. Nearly hurled the book.
And then he was like, well, this isn't weird at all. It started scrolling through the pages. Well, Archelius has a magical spell cast on the book where no one can read them. No one can read the book unless...
I could kind of process it. Like, my character
No.
could slightly process it.
Like
Like,
all
I
the
would
pages
knew
were
it was
blank.
spell.
All the pages were blank. Except for one. But basically, no one could read the pages but him, unless he gave them consent to read the pages. But there's one specific page in the book that Baphomet put in, and like Baphomet put the page in, not Archelius, because Archelius made the book. Well, the book was made for Archelius, but he's the one who put all the information in it.
Tower.
But Baphomet put a specific page in it, and basically what this page is it allows those who interact with it to basically teleport to his plane, but psychologically. In order to basically talk with him, Archelius will meditate on the book and basically appear in the abyss with Baphomet and talk to him. And this page allows other people to do that. And Philip was just like, okay, I'm gonna touch it. He touched it, and then failed the save. Failed a wisdom save. So he got teleported to the abyss. Anyways, continue your story, Philip. Now that I'm done explaining that.
Well, I got put into the abyss by his book, obviously, after failing horribly. Something that rarely happens. So I get
You
put...
had to get a nat 20, by the way.
I got put in his book, and all I saw was a tunnel. Pitch black, and I was like, weird. So, first time I used the specific cantrip that is called Light. Anything I can touch, I put a little, I guess, beacon of light on it that can produce, I think, 15 feet bright and then dim after.
Something like that.
So I do that. I put that on the symbol on my shield so I can use it as a torch. Because at that point, I didn't know that my sword could light up. Thanks, Michael. So I draw my sword. I have my shield out, and I start walking down the tunnel to find a way out. And as I'm walking, our monk friend, you can explain this small detail.
Basically, Logan, who was playing video games with us earlier, decided, he's acting weird.
He hurled a coin at me beforehand, by the way. He fucking hurled a coin at me. Nat 20'd that into the back of my head.
I'm gonna see if he's okay. And then he flicked a coin at him, and then he, yelled at him to get his attention. And then he poked you, or he touched your shoulder to shake you or something like that.
He put his hand on my shoulder.
And then he failed the wisdom save. Got teleported in with him. And then screamed at me because he did exactly what he didn't want to do.
See you soon.
And got mad at me.
Um,
Anyway, continue.
okay. I didn't feel the coin. I didn't feel the coin hitting me, obviously, and it didn't snap me out of the
By the way,
trance.
his physical body is still on our plane of existence. It's just that his mind is in the abyss.
Ethereal form
Yes.
is in the abyss. So I get pulled in. He gets pulled in.
His soul, mind per se, is in the abyss.
He gets pulled in with me, and I'm in a dark tunnel. Obviously, I'm a little bit on edge, and all of a sudden I feel someone put their hand on my shoulder, because he's there with me. I can feel him if he touches me, because he's there with me. So I jerk around and almost like I have my sword at his throat. Like I'm turning around and I'm like almost slashing at him before I realize it's him. I was like, oh, okay, don't do that. That's not smart. I could have killed you in a single swing, probably. Because I was aiming for his throat. And again, that sword, if chosen to, and I can land the correct rolls, can rend a part off.
Yeah, it can rip people apart.
So we move on. We're going forward. So we keep moving, and we see a light at the end of the tunnel. So it's like, well, this sounds like death and more death, but here we go. So we go to it, and we end up in front of Baphomet. And
the demon lord that is my patron.
as I do, I played my character very well, according to everyone. Went in and was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And Baphomet was like, I don't know, you're in my domain. How'd you get here? I was like, I don't fucking know, where am I? How the hell do I get out? And Azak was there with me, also trying to assess the situation. And Revere saw Eurydice's soul trapped in a cage above him, which obviously fucking upset him. Like, why wouldn't he be upset to see his deceased friend above the asshole who's literally killed and cursed his family?
And the whole point behind that is it was supposed to signify the fact that she actually wasn't dead, which I portrayed that really awkwardly, but that's just...
And then there was the fact I saw Archelius in a cage above him. Except it wasn't Archelius, it was like...
It was his astral form.
So Revere is obviously upset. He knows who he is. He knows him pretty well.
Yeah.
So they're talking, and like Revere's getting pissed. Like, he doesn't like the sight of him, and he draws his sword at him. Like, he's ready to fucking fight him on the spot. He's like, valiant hero, like, I'm going to kill you, release my last living family, release the soul of my friend, and I will have your head mounted upon my wall when I get home. Which pissed Baphomet off. He was like, I'll give you a chance. Go and gain power.
I will give you the opportunity to leave right now with your life. Like, open your mouth again and I'll kill you.
Revere was tempted to. Like, he was on the spot ready to fight. And Azak was like, if you do it, I guess I'll have to fight too. And then you can explain this portion. Because this is you.
I don't remember this portion. Oh, my character showed up. That's right. Basically, my character was having difficulties communing prior to this. He was having difficulties, like, accessing this plane and, like, talking to Baphomet. And, finally he succeeded, and it just so happened that he succeeded around the same time that him and his patron, or his patron and his cousin were having a pissing contest. Whippy. So he showed up and he's just like, what are you guys doing here? And I was like, you're not supposed to be here. You shouldn't be here. How did you get here? And Philip or Revere explained to Archelaus that he touched Archelaus's book. And he's just like, I will murder you for touching my book. But he understood, he forgave him. But yeah, he was not happy. He was not happy that he was having a pissing contest with
Archelaus was shitting himself when he saw Baphomet being really pissed and Revere's like sword drawn. I'm gonna fucking kill you right here and now. Like, look in his eye.
Look at him, yeah. He's just like, this is a bad idea. And then he talked him out of fighting a demon lord.
And at that point, like, he was like, fine, I'll fucking go.
Yeah.
But next time you see me, we will fight and I will have your head.
Yeah.
And that's when we made a deal that if I were to lose, everyone's soul would be damned. But if I were to win, Archelaus would keep his powers, release everyone, and then
Archelaus
uncurse us.
Archelaus would get the contract to his soul, basically gaining all of his powers and his soul back, freeing Eurydice, and if he was able to, if he stayed in the Abyss, he would have been able to fight for a layer of the Abyss. And basically become a demon lord. So yeah, that's pretty rad.
And I was told I played my character very well and very according to how he should have been played.
Yeah, Michael praised you pretty hard.
Is this bright dust gonna be enough to get me this fucking ornament I want? I want the Gate Lord ornament, by the way, that's in the shop for Worm Husk. Because I'm thinking about swapping assassins for Worm Husk so I can actually get like health on dodge.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think Wormhusk looks better than the Gate Lord.
I think it looks cool. I like Gate Lord. Imagine it with the Celestial armor, though.
No.
Why? Too cool? You think your head will explode if you think about it too hard?
No, I don't think it will look good. But,
that's the ornament I want. And that's the one I hope to get, but they took out the fucking weekly bounties, and the only way to get bright dust from the weekly bounties now is to do the bonus bounties, which is annoying. And it only gives you, like, what, 10? What are the additional bounties? They give you bright dust, but it's only, like, fucking 10.
Yeah. You want to at least do one strike tonight?
We've been talking for 2 hours.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
3 in the morning.
3:30, yes.
I'm gonna listen back on this stream later. Cause like I don't think we've ever been in more detail on anything and been on par with stuff. Like this, and this. Like we've never had a discussion. Like stream discussion. but we actually, like, got on a subject, thought about it. This would make a good topic. Talked about it for 2 straight fucking hours.
We're gonna quickly do a nightfall. A death, so it'll be super easy.
Oh, but it's a nightfall, though.
Anyways, I'm launching it.
Nightfalls are gay. My balls hurt.
2, 1.
Acknowledge what I said.
Weird. That's weird. Just that you're weird.
My balls hurt. Like, I don't know why, but they hurt.
Because I froze time and kicked them.
You're a dick. What if I asked Alexa why my balls hurt?
No.
I'm tempted.
What are you tempted to do?
I'm tempted to ask my, Echo Dot why do my balls hurt?
You can.
I mean, I could.
You could, yeah.
Alexa, do you love me? The bitch turned off. And I know you're not unplugged. Alexa, do you love me?
I don't have human love figured out quite yet.
What'd she say?
I don't have human love figured out quite yet. Alexa, I love you.
That's really nice. Thank you.
Bitch. Say
You
it
said
back.
thank you.
When you were made to display information, but people just keep asking you to play Despacito. Oh yeah, I forgot I grabbed the weekly things to get the fragments, and I forgot I had
I completely forgot about those.
I got a scout rifle equipped, so I can easily get the dusk slivers.
What are the dust silvers?
You gotta get kills with a rifle. You gotta get 40 of them. Are you going ahead with the strike? Because this other guy is trying to do the thing.
Yeah, let's do the thing right quick.
The warlock from a while ago showed us where to go. I think we should be nice. Repay the favor. This guy does not kill this thing. I'm gonna get pissed off and I'm gonna leave him. Fucking scorpion. I hate him. How much of your super do you have, by the way?
A bar.
I have more than that because of practice makes perfect. Because I'm hitting like all of my shots with a scout. Or not scout. Yeah, scout. Okay, yeah, it's a scout. I'm stupid. I'm landing my shots and I keep getting practice makes perfect. Since I'm using golden gun. I have half of my super, Alex.
I almost have mine. Okay, I know that this is a scout rifle, but I want to give it its own unique name. Like, what do you think this would be classified as? A precision rifle? It's a precision scout, so that fits.
I can't say line rifle. Well, I mean, I could.
An elephant rifle?
That's what it is, technically. It looks like an elephant rifle. I like this guy's emote. He pulled out a hammer. I wonder if he has the gun or he was just doing that for us if we didn't have it, but I don't know how he wouldn't realize that I'm very clearly shooting the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember if I went back to 6-shot golden gun or I'm using 3-shot. Yeah, I'm using 3-shot.
None of my kills are counting.
What do you mean?
I'm killing people with this rifle, and it's not counting.
For the dusk slivers?
Yeah.
Did you grab those quests?
Yes. I have them equipped.
Does it say you need rifle kills to get the thing? Ow.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you this because I had the same issue. I don't think it's guaranteed they drop because it did kind of take me a while to get them all because, like I would get a kill, but it'll only be like every like critical kill every now and again. Like that one, I just got one. It's not guaranteed. But I found it to be more common on precision kills.
I just got one.
I only have 2. And I've been getting
It's rapid precision kills. It's rapid precision kills or killing a big boy with precision.
No, because sometimes I'll get them on the first kill I get.
I'm talking about to get it more guaranteed.
Like, you kill something quickly, or...
Like you kill multiple things quickly. Will guarantee more to drop quicker. I don't know how to explain it.
I just farmed the 1 strike. Damn, what strike was it? I was with Logan. It was the, strike where you go to fight the Taken Cabal at the very end after crossing the dam. While the Taken are trying to take over, they're corrupting the water system. And Devrim asks you to, like, hey, go kill those guys. They're gonna make us very sick.
Yeah.
This is making me upset after earlier with the whole Cade accident.
Yeah.
Like, I already had Cade tell me I was his favorite, even though he's dead. Like, this isn't helping. I'm gonna be honest, I prefer the cycles of this mission where the tank actually spawns outside. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's a cycle every now and again. The strike at this point, I forget what the, like, term for the tanks are in this game. But, like, you can, the drivable ones, you can drive a tank into this ship. And you can drive it up to the point where you kill the tanks, like the 2 tanks that are on the elevator. And it eats those guys alive.
I saw you post a video about it. Yeah, I saw that.
I think it was Logan that posted it, because I didn't get the chance to edit it down to the preferred length.
Which I still have yet to do. But I was gonna post it after
Why
I
don't
did
we
it.
just hang out here? This guy wants to speed run it, and I'm not gonna let him. Let's just hang out here and get kills.
Okay. These fucking threshers are pissing me off. Alex, look at this. Everything here is dead, all the threshers and everything. Come here for a second.
1 second. Because everything isn't dead.
What's fighting you over there, Gladiator?
Gladiator.
Come up here. You're gonna get a kick out of this because it's kind of funny. I killed the big guy. I killed all the threshers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Look, our one
Oh
friend.
my god, that's a single scion.
I missed with my knife. Oh, I was gonna do a finisher on him because I missed with my knife.
I'm trying to get those things.
The slivers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta use stasis super. For the other thing. I need stasis stuff. I need super final blows with stasis.
How did I get a solid
Shatter
final
damage,
blow?
final blow, stasis melee, final blow, dusk slivers, powerful foes, frozen combatants. I don't know where I'm going, apparently. This guy is that far ahead.
Yep.
Think he'll be able to fight him by himself?
Apparently.
Don't our
Such a waste
points
of
only
time.
go? Don't our points only go down? After 20 minutes.
15.
It's almost been 11 minutes. We have 30,000 fucking points, and that's because this guy is like, you know. Watch him send something to us like, you guys are fucking moochers. Well, we got shit to do, and you went ahead. So we fell behind, and we killed stuff like we needed to do. I did not know you could get up here. Look at me. I did not know you could get up here.
Yep. I didn't either. By the way, if you guys do what this guy did, you're assholes. Like, just saying. Like, I don't care your reason. You're an asshole.
What if you literally have to go, and this is the last thing you can do?
Then, like, say something.
Now we've got you, son. In a place you know way better than us.
Now we got you, Son, in a place you know way better than us. I love Ghost.
Wait. I was gonna have him get mowed down by the turrets.
And then what? Not revive him?
Yeah. Kill myself, actually.
I got a rocket launcher, I can kill myself. hide so the guys won't focus on you. Man, when you're not fighting, it's oddly quiet.
Yep.
I'm not even getting any music.
Same.
So how are you, Bakris? I wanted you to know the, like, side bits on your mask are coming through the hood of your cloak.
Not showing on my screen.
Personal grudge against Threshers.
You have one gun. I have two.
Come on, that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Did you see the Warbeast coming up on me, hit me? I look at them and just explode. Hi, how are you?
Doing swell, how are you? By the way, if he dies, I am jumping off the ledge.
Do you not have a rocket launcher? Oh, you probably
No, I
got a
don't.
sword equipped.
I have a sword. Let's go over here. Since, we're unwelcome on this side of the field now. Ow! My butt.
He lasered you. He lasered you again. He's surprisingly accurate with that thing.
Yeah. I have 9.
9 what?
I have 9 of the things.
I have 4.
Stop shooting at me. Don't kill this one. I want to see how he responds to it.
I like that his Witherhoard grenade just bounced off of it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do so I can make the mission impossible for him?
Yes. Wait, can you do that though? Can you just hold it?
Yeah, it's infinite.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Look at my shiny. Do you like my shiny?
It'd be funny if I could blow it up. He's waiting.
He can die.
Yeah.
Does it respawn if I drop it? What if I drop it outside the map?
It'll respawn.
This Thresher is like trying his hardest.
What?
The Thresher is trying its hardest to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Hey Alex, you wanna see a magic trick?
Mm-hmm. Where'd it go? Oh,
saw the missile hit you in the side of the head. You can still hear it, but it just fucking vanishes. Is there any ornaments for this helmet? I don't feel like there is.
And you can't check either, which is dumb.
I mean, I could always look it up, but that's like more than I want to deal with.
What's it called? Like Hunter's Cowl?
Assassin's Cowl. The dude just went over to look for it. I'm
Don't.
gonna
Just
no.
keep, yeah.
And I'm gonna like ring around the rosy it. No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. No. Oh god, this is great.
It doesn't have any ornaments. It doesn't look like it.
Oh, that's kind of garbage. Everything else does. Wait, I'm gonna push this guy around. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, I actually managed to hit him. Honestly, I do kind of like his armor, though.
Don't compliment him.
Okay, I will say it this way then. If I were a Titan, I would like to wear it. Fuck off. I just went flying at Mach speed off of that. Can I throw this? No.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Fuck off. Two hunters bullying a Titan. I overshot it. Please tell me you saw that. Please tell me you saw him try to get up here and then I just punt him off immediately. Yeah. Like, he barely manages to get up here, and I just, like, punch him off, and then he just goes flying after it makes, like, the hit sound. Hold on, let me just...
I have an idea.
Thank you. What?
Let's get away from him.
He's following you.
He's
following me. He's following me. Because I'm the one holding the orb.
Okay, stay away from the thing. Okay, come here, quick, drop it. Okay. Let's go over to him.
This is our shiny.
Where did he go? There he is. Okay, kill yourself in front of him. Never mind, no. Kill yourself, dude. Kill yourself. He's looking at our profiles.
What is that ghost?
I think he might be reporting us. Wait for him to look at us. Wait, if he's reporting us, or if he's gonna stay in our inventory, we can kill him.
Oh my god, what if we get banned?
I don't care. Kill yourself now.
Just implode. legs, you fool! Oh, now he's messing with it. Oh, now he's taking it over. Chase him. Chase him. Don't let him do it. Keep pushing him off of it.
Aww.
Let's see if he dies. I don't have any more heavy ammo, by the way. Oh.
I just killed myself. Hey, if he reported us, which I think he did, let's report him for sabotage, for griefing. Just to be assholes.
I can't do anything. I'm dead.
Great work, fire team.
Actually, what I'll do... I just got to the roster.
Let's hear some chatter out there, huh?
The job's done, Paige. You can handle the chatter for a while.
Don't mind if I do.
Griefing, exploiting, inactivity, griefing and
Griefing.
exploiting.
Griefing.
Sabotage, kicked from fire team, or other.
Sabotage.
That's probably what he he got us for.
He, by the way, teabagged you. So I don't feel bad.
What if he actually get fucking banned? What would you do?
It's a strike, no one cares. Anyways, it's 4 AM, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Get out of my sight. Guess I have to end my stream.